Juneau is on the lookout for new educators. If you are in the job market, we invite you to learn more about us and see why Juneau is ideally the best choice for you and for your family. So come along with us on a journey to Juneau. Situated on the panhandle of southeast Alaska, Juneau is located on the Gastineau Channel in the Inside Passage, about a 2-hour flight from Seattle.
I didn't know anybody when I moved here, and with my interest, personal interest, I have grown really great circles of friends.
If you really want to have a good career in education and a good place to come and live, you know, you're living in a postcard. It is spectacularly beautiful. It does rain, yes.
Located in a temperate rainforest with an average rainfall of 62 inches, Juneau's rainiest months are September and October.
It's very soothing in a way.
I think people in Juneau with all the rain have great complexion.
Living in Juneau will add character.
For those of you who have come from a metropolitan area where most of your day is spent in rush hour traffic, our rush hour traffic here, we have rush minute.
The record high temperature for Juneau was 90 degrees. Average daytime summer temperatures range from 44 degrees to 65 degrees. During summer solstice in June, there are 18 hours, 16 minutes of daylight.
One of my first experiences was riding my bike at like 10 o'clock at night with the sun shining and it's just the smile on my face, feeling the breeze and being outside for so many hours in the summertime.
If you enjoy observing wildlife, from bears to marine mammals, sea lions, whales, this is where people come from around the world.
Winter temperatures range from 25 above to 35 above zero. While the average annual snowfall is 101 inches, snows as heavy as 190 inches are not unheard of.
Right now, we've got the deepest snowpack of any resort in the world, and it's still snowing out there.
Juneau is a virtual paradise for people who like outdoor activities, both young and old alike.
I love going to the beaches and having bonfires and just hanging out with my friends. We also have things like bowling, and we have a laser tag place, and you can also go play pool there. It's nice hang out for teams.
We have, what is it, 25,000 miles of hiking trails or some incredible number. I can't remember if that's the exact statistic.
Virtually every person who ever wet a line in Juneau gets involved in the annual Salmon Derby. Thousands of dollars worth of prizes are rewarded and huge fish are caught. Ryan Beason, how big were those fish that you won the Derby with?
This big. Roughly around there, somewhere around there, but it was a nice size, two nice sized fish.
Juneau is kind of a beacon to people who appreciate the arts.
We have a nationally respected regional theater as well as a community theater. We have nationally recognized music festivals here. The Folk Festival in April is a week of free fun, and the Juneau Jazz and Classics program in May brings performers that are respected throughout the United States.
The third largest city in Alaska, Juneau is supported largely by state and federal employment and by tourists cruising the Inside Passage.
One of the reasons that I felt comfortable and confident moving to Juneau without a job is all of the research I had done of all the employment that is available here.
Juneau has much to offer to family, friends, and prospective faculty members.
We have a university campus here that specializes in fisheries, in tourism, and has a strong teaching program, one of the top 10 secondary teacher preparation programs on the West Coast.
An estimated 30,000 people live in Alaska's capital city. As Alaska's capital, Juneau is home to legislators and their staff from January through May.
And you know that those folks are walking down the street and you could be having dinner with them, and they're the people making the decisions up on the Hill. Our kids see that. The students here really believe that their voice counts.
The Juneau School District consists of 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, 2 high schools, an alternative high school, an elementary charter school, numerous optional programs, and a Homebridge homeschooling program.
I think that Mendenhall River School is a great place to be. We focus on literacy and do something called Launching Literacy, which is an early release every Friday to work on our instructional skills and staff development.
Here at Foy Dryden, we focus on kids' futures.
A unique feature of Riverbend Community School is that we have embraced and are indeed a professional learning community, not just a school.
Juneau students perform well both against the Alaska state standards and then also on national tests. The teachers that we have won awards both at the state and national level, but that's not why they're there. They're there for the kids. They're there to impact the students.
One of the things that really stood out for me here in Juneau was the Rally program because I had 2 children, and I know how challenging childcare can be to find for a school-age child. This program is available to all children who are currently enrolled in a Juneau school district.
The school demographics of the Juneau school system consists of 23% Alaska Native, 1% American Indian, 11% Asian Pacific Islanders, 1% African American, 5% Hispanic, and 59% Caucasian.
There's just such a mix here, and as a teacher, it's a challenge, but it's also something that you can tap into, especially when you're building your classroom community at the start of the year and maintaining that throughout the year, inviting family members to come in and share some of the language they speak in their home, or even some of our Tlingit elders. I'll invite them in and they'll sing songs with us or they'll tell stories.
Juneau is an encouraging environment for teachers.
We're a part of the state's teacher mentoring program, which provides itinerant mentors to new teachers for the first 2 years that they're here. That's been very popular.
We went to a district workshop, and we had all of the big names in every book I'd ever read right there in our gymnasium.
It's very important to us that we continue to make sure that all children are able to succeed, and we have been able to pass the averages of our state in our reading and math and language arts testing. So we feel proud about that, but we do not feel we've reached everything, so we continue to strive to do even better.
The City and Borough of Juneau Assembly funds the school district to the maximum allowed and sometimes beyond.
With the indicator of how much fundraising goes on in this community, I think that that's a telltale sign that the community is so behind us.
We had a tech bond several years back that was millions of dollars that this community, without even thinking twice, said, yes, we want that for our kids. We have an incredible athletics program and an activities program. Our schools are really in incredible shape. It's because our community sits behind us and says, our kids come first, and just try not to let them.
In kindergarten through grade 2, the teacher-pupil ratio is 1 to 21. Grades 3 through 5, it's 1 to 25. In the middle schools, it's 1 to 29, while at the high school, the ratio is 1 to 31.
They love to have fun, tap into that energy of theirs, because sometimes you just have to go with it.
It couldn't be better place to raise my 2 kids. They have been able to do some phenomenal things.
You just make friends really easily and really quickly, and you're really accepted.
When making your decision to come to Juneau, we have some advice from our community members.
My advice to any people moving to Juneau, whether it be a family or a student or anything, would just be to relax. I mean, don't be so nervous or so tense. People are very outgoing. They'll approach you. People here are very nice and very accepting to everybody who's new.
When you come to Juneau, plan on staying. I hear a lot of people say, oh, we're just going to try it out for a year or two, and they end up staying for a long time.
We appreciate you taking the time to view this video, and we hope that you will choose to make Juneau your next stop on your educational career.